Okay, good. Okay, I want to do the breaking. I just want to manage the things. Oh wow, I don't want to do anything. Do all over here. That attribute. Okay, this is the only one doing it, so yes. Okay, here we go. Okay guys, so let's get started again. So Hey Ksha! Give me host! Ksha, give me host! Hey Ksha, give me host!
No, I'm not.
Okay, I got it. I know.
Did class start?
Yeah, we're gonna get started.
Stop. Stop.
Is the website working now?
Yeah, I just had to restart the computer. Okay.
Don't we still have like 5 minutes of our break left?
No, it's already 8. Oh, yeah, that's true, you do. I guess it's been like 10 minutes already, so I guess that's the end of break. Yeah, so since it's working now, and you guys have already had 10 minutes of break, so I think it's fair to stop the break here, because it's exactly 8 o'clock, so we can get started. So let's get started. So we're gonna open up the 1.8, I think, or 7. Pretty sure it's 7.
We were doing equations, right?
Yeah, solving equations.
Okay. And can I answer the first question?
Yeah. But first, let's look at the notes stuff. So, solving systems. We can use a combination of each of the following methods to solve quadratic systems or equations. The 3 methods are graphing, substitution, and elimination. The number of solutions for a system of quadratic equations can range from no real solutions to 4 real solutions. Below are some examples of various systems of quadratic equations. Let's go through some examples of how to solve systems of quadratic equations. And here are some examples, and this, see if none of them intersect, then obviously there is no solution. There are no real solutions to this equation. But there is imaginary solutions, which are not real solutions. Okay, so for this one, if you look at the graph, there's obviously 4 solutions. So if I get my drawing tool, and I put this back up and then put it back down. So there's one solution right here, another right here, another right here, and another right here. There's a solution wherever one graph intersects another. So yeah, that's how you can like solve equations by graphing. But there's lots of other ways to do it, not only one way. So yeah. So I think we're ready to go on to the unit quiz. So yeah, let's do that. Solving equations is pretty easy. So unit 1 quiz. So let's start doing this. and we won't finish all of it here. So now we just wait for this thing to load, and I'm gonna close some applications to make it go faster. Okay, I don't care. Go away, go away, go away, and until we can close pretty much all of them. There we go, there we go. Okay, close that. Okay, so here. Okay, so we're back. It works. So find the center and radius of the circle whose equation is this. So this one is really easy, so I'm going to let one of you guys do it. So if you want to do this question, raise your hand in the participants list.
Wait, could you repeat what you just said? I couldn't hear you because.
If you want to do this first question, then raise your hand in the participants list. Nobody else wants to do it?
Can you repeat what you said again? Because I had my volume a bit low, so I couldn't hear you.
Okay, so what I said was, if you want to do this question, then raise your hand in the participants list.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I guess Manya is the only one who wants to do this question. So we're gonna go with, let's see.
Go.
Manya.
Can I do?
Yeah, Manya, you can do this one.
Okay. Sorry, that was kind of loud. The radius is gonna be 9 because 81 squared is 9.
Yeah.
And the
no,
center.
the square root of 81 is 9. But yeah, what you're saying is correct. Yes.
Sorry. And I think the center is gonna be 0, 0.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm not saying that like that weird noise. It's somebody else.
Yeah. Sid, can you mute yourself? I think you accidentally unmuted something. So yeah, good job, Manya. Let's go on to the next question. So if you want to do this question, then raise your hand.
This time Neil raised his hand, not me.
Okay. Nobody else wants to do this question?
Okay. So, what's the next question?
This one, the one about finding like the equation of a circle.
What do you have to do in this?
Find the equation.
Find what equation?
The equation of this graph.
For
See
the circle?
which equation is shown by the graph below. Yeah, by the circle.
Oh, okay.
These are the options you have.
Wait, could you go up a bit? Like, yeah, thanks.
So I'll give you some hints. See, the radius is obviously 4, and the center is 0, 0. And that's pretty much all you need to solve this problem.
Oh, so you just need to add it?
No.
No. Okay, I'm gonna answer instead of Neil, but I'm here with Neil, and he just I'm just gonna answer because he wants me to. So
Hey, you say.
could you scroll down so I can see the answer choices?
Yeah, I'm just gonna write this first. It's about to be done. Oops, this is supposed to be H.
Me, I'm just really bad at
Okay, so here, now we're gonna scroll down. So here, this is the thing.
Okay, so I think it's number. No, I think it's number. 1 second. Ouch. So I know the equation would be x squared plus y squared equals 2. But there's nothing like that.
It's not going to be equals 2 because the radius is 4.
Oh yeah, equals 4.
No, it's equals 16 because radius is 4, so you do 4 squared. See, you can see it right here. It's r squared, and r squared, and since r is 4, 4 times 4 is 16. So it's going to be equal to 16.
So I think it's the very last option because if it was equals 16, then if you just multiply everything by 2.
Wait, here's my guess. It's the third one.
It's actually the fourth one. Manya's right. Because this is because, so if you see here, the center is h comma k, and x minus 0 is still x, so you have x squared. Then you have y minus 0, which is still y, so you still have y squared, and you have a plus between them. And this is all equal to 4 squared, which is 16. So, but as you can see, there's no answer like this. But this is still the correct answer. So if you look at all of these answers here, you'll see that this one is obviously not it because it says x squared plus y squared equals 4, which is definitely not the case. X squared plus y squared is equal to 16. This one says that the center is 4 comma 4, which is obviously not the case. As you can see, the center is 0 comma 0. And this one says that the radius is 1, which is definitely not the case. But this one over here, if you divide the whole equation by 2, it becomes exactly this equation, which is exactly what we want. So yeah, that's why this is the correct answer. So yeah, I'm going to clear the screen, and we're going to go on to the next question. So number 3. So it wants us to do it in standard form, and so if you want to do this question, raise your hand.
Since there's 2 people here, I'll just know Neil's raising his hand.
Okay, so nobody else wants to do it except for Sid and Manya. Oh, we have a new person. Okay, Sid, you can do the next problem, but for this, Neil, you already did the second problem, remember?
Yeah.
That was me because he said he didn't.
Yeah, but like he still officially did the problem. So we're gonna go on to Shakti and Srilakshmi. You can do this. You can do this number 3.
She wanted to do the problem because she rose her hand.
Okay. So I'm not really sure about this, but I wanted to try.
Okay.
So would it be would it be the third one?
The third one? Well, let's find out. So this one is a little bit on the more tedious and hard side. So what we have to do for this one is a little bit complicated. So what we have to do is we have to take no, not that. We have to take this thing right here, and this is a positive 4, so we have to put it over here. We have to rearrange the equation, first of all. And we have to make it 4y. And then we have to divide this 4 by 2. So we have 2 squared, which is again 4. So we add 4 over here onto both sides. Oops. So onto both sides. So that's 4. And we have 22 plus 4 all the way over here or something. And we have 22 plus 4. So I'm just gonna close the participants list right now. Okay, there we go. So that's a 22 plus 4 on this side also, and then we can like solve this thing. So that basically that becomes negative 2x. So we can factor 2 from both of these, and then so it becomes x squared plus 6x and we can do 6 divided by 2, that's 3. 3 times 3 is 9, and multiplying something by itself is squaring it, so let's just see what we're doing. And yeah, so now since this is inside the times 2, we have to add 9 times 2 to this side also to like keep the equality. So 9 times 2 is 18, so we add 18 over here, and as you can see, this is just a super chunky, complicated problem already. So basically for this one we have y, then we can factor this. So we have to know the factors of 4, which is easy. It's 4 times 1, but 4 plus 1 is 5, not 4. So there's 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 plus 2 is 4. So yeah, that's the one we're going to choose. Y plus 2 times y plus 2, or simply put y plus 2 squared. And we have minus 2 times x plus something and squared. So basically we have to have a factor of 9 that also adds to equal 6. And so basically 9 times 1 is 9, but 9 plus 1 is 10, not 6. So and 9 so 3 times 3, yes, Neil, I think that was Neil, I don't know who that was. But
That's me.
okay. So good job. So yeah, 3 plus 3 is obviously 6. And if you notice, both of these and all the other ones are just this middle number divided by 2, because this one became 3, right? So yeah, that's just 6 divided by 2. And for the rest of these, it's just like that. So we have 3 plus.
And that would be squared.
Yeah, this would be squared. Good job. And over here we have it equal to 26 plus 18, or 44. I think that's right. Yeah, 44. So now we can divide both sides by 44. So we can have 1 over here on this side. So this becomes 1, and we have 44. So we have divided by 44 over here. And then we can divide this also by 44. But for this we can cross out this 2. This 2 becomes 1. And this becomes 22. And remember, anything divided by, anything multiplied by 1 is still itself, so it's still 1. So yeah, obviously I think we did something wrong or something. We might have done something wrong, I don't know. Let's try to find out. Okay, I think this is supposed to be a minus 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Because
I also think it's x minus 3 instead of x plus 3 squared.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be a minus 6 then. It's gonna be a minus 6x. And this is gonna be a, yeah, good job. This is gonna be a negative 3. Yeah, good job. So we have 22 minus 18. Sorry, 26 minus 18, that's 8. Sorry, my brain froze. Okay, so then we have y over 2 squared divided by 8. And so I think the answer is this one. Because over here, so 8 divided by 2 is 4. So we have 4 on the bottom over here. And yeah, so I think the answer officially is this.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a super complicated, messy problem. So I'm sorry you had to do that one, but
It's okay. I understood.
are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I'm just gonna erase all of this. I should have just cleared the screen. I guess. So I'm gonna get my mouse and I'm gonna select this one because this is the correct answer. Probably. Write the given equation below in standard form. So we're not gonna do this one. Let's just skip it for now. Find the distance. Oops. Why didn't it get selected? For some reason, I guess it got selected. But so since that got selected, let's just do it anyway. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get this to this side. So we're gonna have to do 3x is equal to y squared plus 12y plus 45. And so 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. And so to make this become 36, we have to subtract a number, which is obviously 9. So then we can make this 36, and we have 9 over here. Sorry. Wait. No, we have to add 9 to both sides because this is becoming 36. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we have to do. And so this becomes 36 on here. And now we can like factor this. So 36, factors of 36, let's see. 36 times 1, 9 times 4, and 6 times 6. Okay, so let's start off with 36 times 1. So 36 plus 1 is obviously never going to be 12. 9 plus 4 is 13, not 12. 6 plus 6, however, is 12. And remember, the same rule applies. If this is a perfect square, then this should be, which it is, because we made it a perfect square. See, when we're dividing this by 2 and we're squaring it, we're automatically making this a perfect square number. Or, no, we're making this a perfect square binomial, basically. Or, no, trinomial, whatever. You understand what I mean. Right, so this is obviously, we can just make this 6. So from now on, I'm just gonna skip through that factoring step, and I'm just gonna have plus 6. Oops, and this is not supposed to be a y squared. That's just supposed to be a y because after we factor it, it's gonna be y plus 6 squared plus 9. Okay, so now as you can remember, we have 3x on this side. And we have to divide 3 from this x to make x by itself, just like we see over here. So if we do that, this becomes x equals 1 over 3 y plus 6 squared. And we can't forget about doing 9 divided by 3 either. And 9 divided by 3 is still 3. So yeah, that's what we get. We have a positive 3, and we have that. So yeah, obviously the answer that I picked over here is wrong. Instead, it's this one right here. This is the correct answer. So I'm just clear the screen and pick that answer to be smart, I guess. Okay, so find the distance between the points. So if you remember to the, I guess the second day, no, the third day of this class, of this course, I should say, we learned the distance formula. Some of you were not here that day, so I'm just gonna write down the distance formula for all of you. The distance formula is x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And this is all square rooted. So yeah. So we'll have to find the value of this. This is the formula for finding the distance between these points. Okay, so now we just plug in these numbers into these into this formula, and we magically get the distance. So who wants to do this problem? Raise their hands. Nobody wants to do this problem? Whoever wants to do this problem, raise their hands. Is everybody
Wait,
here?
we're talking about problem number 5, right?
Yeah, problem number 5, distance problem. Yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
Anybody else? Sujit, Sujit, Satvik, Ritvik even? Okay, so Satvik, you want to do it? So you can do this one. This one is pretty easy. All you have to do is you have to substitute the values. So this is pretty easy.
Okay.
Okay. Can you tell us what you're doing?
Okay, sure. So I am going to do, can I have a minute to think about what I'm going to do?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay. You think it's 13?
Yeah.
Why? Can you tell us what you did to acquire that number?
So I just did, I did 17,8.
17,8.
17 minus 8.
Okay, so you're not supposed to do 17 minus 8. You're actually supposed to do 17 minus 9. And then you're supposed to do 8 minus 2.
Oh, okay.
So you have 17 minus 9. That's 8. 8 squared is 64. 64 plus 8 minus 2 is 6. 6 squared is 36. So we have 64 plus 36, which is 100. And 100, the square root of 100 is 10.
Is 10.
Yeah. Good job, Satvik. The answer is 10. So all of you did a good job. Yeah, all of you did a good job. So write the equation of the ellipse graph below. Let's see. Is it super hard? Well, it's really not that hard at all. So, yeah, if you want to do this one, then raise your hand. How about Sujit? Wait, why did everybody leave? It's only 8:30. Everybody left.
Can you zoom out a bit so we can see both the graph and the equations down?
Yeah, sure. I'm doing that. I think it's loading or something. It's very laggy today. Well, then the answers are going to be super small, I think.
I can't see the answers.
Yeah, I think they're going to be super small. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. This is the smallest I can go, and it's not letting me like see both the graph and the answers. I don't think it's possible. Oh, there we go. Yeah, but the answers are super duper small. So I'm pretty sure you can't really read that.
I can't see or read that.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get it back up, but might not work. So there you can see both the answers and that.
The answers are very tiny.
Yeah, you still can't. So I don't think you can like do that. See, over here you can like it's reasonably sizable. But you like still can't see the answers. And they
Can you
are
like zoom in more?
zoom in. Okay, that's gonna become 100. Why is my camera on? Okay. I did zoom in. Okay, I don't think I can't see the answers and the graph at once.
Oh, okay.
It's like super laggy for some reason. I don't know why. Why did everybody leave?
I think Manya is the only one left who left.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure like not that many people are coming to class lately.
yeah. There's only been like 8 or 7 people, including me. So yeah, that's like only like 5 if you like cancel. If you like take.
Yeah, like today there was only 5 people
Yeah.
without you.
Yeah. Okay, so whoever wants to do this problem, since it's pretty easy, raise their hand. If you want to do this question, raise your hand. This is super easy. I can help you through it. How about Sujit? Sujit, you haven't answered a question yet, I don't think. Sujit, can you even hear me?
I think he's not by the computer.
Okay, yeah, I don't think he's there either. So I get are you sure nobody wants to do this? Sid, how about you do this one? Siddharth, how about you do this one? Okay, Sid, I don't think Sid is here either. So I guess I'll just do this one since nobody else wants to do it. But here, this is super easy. So basically, all you have to do is find the coordinates of the center, which is -1 and 3. So we know the coordinates of the center, which is -1 and 3. Now we need to know the length of this. So obviously we can just count that. We don't need to use the distance formula because it's not like on the same line. So I can just count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5. So now we know like the major axis. Now we need to know the minor axis. So that's 2. And that's 2. So now we have everything we need to basically write the equation. So let me just erase this and erase those dots. And now we can scroll down and we can look at what we need. First, let's write the equation though. So to write the equation from this, we already have the center, so we can use the center as like an anchor point, I guess. So
I can't see the question. Like,
you can't see the graph.
never mind.
Okay, so so you have x minus, sorry, x plus 1, because normally it's a minus. So if you're substituting a negative number into there, it becomes a plus. And this is divided by, obviously, 25. I know, very obvious, because you have 5, which is the major axis. And the major axis is like horizontal. So since the major axis is horizontal, sorry, I think the major axis is supposed to be vertical. No, okay. I think the 25 is supposed to be over here. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the 25 is supposed to be over here. I do not know. So I'm just gonna guess that it's over there. But we have at least a 4 over here. So we have a 4 over here, because 2 times 2 is 4, or 2 squared is 4. And over here we have y, and this is supposed to be squared, by the way. It's supposed to be a plus right here. And we have y minus 3 squared, which is equal to 1. And so we have all that stuff. And I think this is the actual equation. I'm not very sure about the placement of the a and b though. I'll have to check that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we have what we need. So we just have to search for this equation here. And obviously it's this one. So yeah, that's basically it. That's all there is to it. Super easy. But I'm not sure about the placement of this 4 and 25. They might have to be switched around, I don't know. Find the vertices of the hyperbola. So raise your hand if you want to do that one, number 7. Nobody wants to do it? Fine, then I'll have to call on one of you.
I think my brother wants to do it.
Okay, yeah, you can do it. Your brother can do it.
Do it. Okay. Do you know how to do it? Um.
Okay, I don't think Sakti or whoever Sri Lakshmi's brother is, do you still want to do it?
No.
Okay. So I guess I'm just gonna do this one. So the vertices of the hyperbola. So we know that like this kind of thing is 3 because the square root of 9 is 3. So and then 16, the square root of 16 is 4. So we have 3 and 4. Now we need to like see if this is vertical or horizontal. So I think I'm going to open up my info here and I'm going to look at some stuff. Here I'm going to go to whatever that website is. Okay, there we go. Now we can wait for this to load and we can scroll down since it's very fast. Totally. Oh, this is geometry. We need to go to the algebra. Here we go. Okay, so we can go over here and we can go into the hyperbolas thing and we can find out.
We already did the hyperbolas thing, like yesterday.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to get the information because I'm not sure about something. Okay, okay, so here it says that equation of a hyperbola with a horizontal transverse axis and a center. Okay, blah blah blah. I don't care. Okay, example 1. This is a horizontal, I think, transverse axis. Notice the center is at 0, 0. The distance from the center to each vertex is 2 units, whereas the distance from the center to each focus is 4 units. Therefore, we can find A equals 2 and C equals 4. To find B squared, we use the relationship of that. And we can find B squared, since the transverse axis is horizontal. We can use that equation. And we find that horizontal transverse axes have the bigger number on this side. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So now we know that this is a horizontal transverse axis. So now we can find the vertices of the hyperbola. So we know that the short distance is 9. So that's 3. So that's 3. And it's 3 to this side and 3 back. So, okay, I see something weird happening here. I don't know if you noticed. But over here, it says that the equation is x over the small number. But over here, it's y over the, see this, it says y. I don't know if you can see, let me zoom in a little bit. So that says y actually. And it says y over the small number instead of x over the small number. So we know that this is a vertical transverse axis. So, yeah. Don't get tricked by that, guys. It's a very tricky thing that they do and stuff. Okay, so this the big number is
So
is
happen.
what? I couldn't hear you.
That can happen sometimes.
Yeah, that can help. Yeah. Um. So it's still 3. The smallest is still 3, but now it's on like the y-axis now, because it is. So since it's on the y-axis, we know that it starts at 11 and it goes down 3, so that becomes negative 14. And we have negative 14 here and negative 8 over here. So negative 11 plus 3 is negative 8, so we know that this is the correct answer. So now we can find the midpoint between the points negative 21, and 3 and 5. But now we can find the midpoint between points negative 21, and 3, 5. So what we need to do is we need to do negative 21 plus 23. Sorry, we need to do negative 21 plus 3. That gives us, I think it's negative 18. Negative 18 divided by 2 is negative 9, and the only one like that is this one, so we know that the answer is this. Okay, so find the center of the hyperbola. The center is obviously h comma k. Over here, h is 14, and k is negative 14.
That's so easy.
So, yeah, that's pretty easy. Like you said, I think that was Satvik or Sakti. Solve the system of equations. This. So that's pretty hard. I'm not gonna do that one. Yeet. Get out of here. Come on. I don't have infinite time here. Stop being slow. Okay, write the equation of the hyperbola in standard form. So basically what we have to do here is we just have to divide both sides of the equation by 27. That's what makes this so tricky and easy. But it's like tricky, as I said. But obviously, 3 over 27 simplifies to 1 over 9. And that's 1 over 9 times x squared. So obviously it's this one. So we can select that. And since this is so fast, it'll immediately select that, obviously. Okay, so that's good. Find the center and radius of the circle whose equation is that. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to complete the square to find the center of the circle. So this is obviously gonna become x squared plus 2x plus
I think the radius is 12.
well, let's find out. So this is equal to 24. And so we have to add 1 to both sides to complete this square. And so this becomes x plus 1 squared plus y squared is equal to 25. So now let's find the radius. So if you look at this, you know that this is a perfect square number, and you know that the equation's form is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So to find the value of something that's being squared, but you don't want it to be squared, all you have to do is you have to square root it. which is basically doing the opposite of a square. So if you're squaring a number, it becomes bigger, but if you're square rooting the number, then it becomes smaller. And when you square a number, you like times it by itself 2 times basically. You have 2 times 2 if you're squaring 2. But if you're doing a square root, then you're trying to find the number that times into itself to become the number in the square root. So obviously 5 times 5 is 25. So the radius is 5. And the center is -1, 0. That's what we get. And write the equation of the ellipse graphed below. Does anybody want to do this question? If you do, then raise your hand in the participants list. Seems like a no. So I think it's the end of class then. Bye. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. See you guys tomorrow.